Okay, it's Shelley Sweeney and I'm interviewing Sara James, and we're here at the Westin, Nova Scotia, and it's June 11th, 2010. Sara, maybe you can start by telling me a little bit about your educational background and how you got involved in archives.
All right. Well, how I got involved in archives was actually a little bit on the random side. I'd done a bachelor's degree in astronomy with minors in physics and history of science. And during that time, I discovered that I did not want to work in science, despite how much I loved the subject. And I had been working in a library, so I thought maybe I'll apply to library school. And when I was doing that process, there was a little ticky box that said archives program. And I said, hey, that sounds cool. That was at McGill. It was actually the first year that they offered the archives program at McGill. So I kind of took just kind of jumped into the deep end, and it seemed to work out pretty well.
Excellent. So what year would that have been?
That was fall of 2005.
So
there was
history.
Yeah, there was about 20 people who started in the archives program. By the time we graduated, I believe there were 6 of us who graduated in the archives stream. And part of that was because it was a new program, there were some issues with which courses were available. There wasn't as much selection, and a lot of people, I think, thought it would be better to kind of go back into the normal, easier path of doing the library program. They stayed at McGill, but they switched into the main librarianship bit. But a few of us, including some of the people who are also at ACA around here, stuck it out because just it ended up being the perfect fit for what we wanted to do and what we cared about.
So how did you get involved with the ACA?
Well, part of the Introduction to Archives class mentioned that there were various professional organizations, and it seemed like an obvious choice to sign up and be like, okay, I'll be a member of that. There's a student membership rate, which made it a little bit easier. And so with that, it was by the end of the first year that we thought we needed to have a student chapter as well. So Tanya, Aldred, and I, and some of the other people were just kind of went through the process. I think Tanya did actually most of the work, the process of forming the McGill student chapter, but we, in our second year there, we had that, and it's still going. So that's good.
Yeah.
I'm very happy that the school is able to keep the program and keep the student chapter and have people. I just met some people at this conference who have just graduated from that same program, and I'm really happy to see it's still there.
And now you're working on a committee.
Yes, I am working on this outreach committee that is running the project.
And that was the oral history project. Mm-hmm. Okay. And so would you say that there's been many changes in your job or in the profession since you started?
I haven't started that long ago, but I will anticipate the technology question and say that when I started and when I was at school, everybody was talking about digital records and saying it's the next big thing and we have to pay attention to this. And I think we've made a lot of progress in those last few years just with it being mainstream. As far as I can tell, it's not an and topic, it's something which everybody is doing. And I've seen also with social media used for outreach, changes in that in the last few years. Of course, this is nothing compared to the people we've been talking to who have been working in the profession for 20 years or more. So.
Now, you said that you've been tweeting this project. How have you been doing that?
After every interview, I have set out a short message saying ACA Oral History Project, saying who it was we identified and picking out one small facet of what they talked about. And I put on the ACA 2010 hashtag so that it shows up in everybody's thing when they search for it. The purpose of that is mostly so that all the people who are attending this conference and also following it on Twitter, which I know a number of people are able to see that we're doing this, and hopefully to get more people aware that we are having this oral history project and get some more people out here on the balcony to talk to us.
That sounds great. Are there any events or aspects of ACA that stand out for you as an association?
I would have to comment on the remarkable convergence of the the academic and professional portions and the social portions. To have, possibly some of the most fun that you'll have all year and some of the best learning experiences that you'll have all year happening in the same few days is just incredible. And you go to every session that you can and learn so much, and that's thrilling. And then you go out and hang out with people who actually kind of have the same interests and the same personality as you, which when you're in a very specialized profession, and it can be kind of hard to find sometimes. So it's perfect, really.
Now, is there anything else about the ACA that you'd like to add?
I just think it's a fantastic organization, and the more this is my third conference. I have not been involved in the profession for a very long time, but I hope to be here for years and years in the future, and I just can't wait to see how well this organization does in the future.
That sounds great. Thank you.